What's up, everybody, and welcome to iNPLACENEWS.com, the YouTube edition. My name's Nar Williams. Today is February 4th, 2008. If you want to check out streaming news live all day, go to iNPLACENEWS.com. Meanwhile, let's get on to the special headlines today. The pursuit of perfection? I don't think so. The New York Giants win the Super Bowl. The underdogs beat the New England Patriots 17-14. Choke. Giants quarterback Eli Manning put his team in front for good with a 13-yard scoring pass with just 35 seconds left on the clock. New York and New England fans reacted to one of the biggest upsets in Super Bowl history. For the Giants, the win comes at the end of an up-and-down season after losing their first two games. They ran off a 6-game winning streak, and the fans responded accordingly.
Greatest game I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That last touchdown, that was the icing on the cake.
Yes.
Go Giants.
Go Giants.
This is probably one of the most devastating losses. I feel like I was in there with those guys, and but you know what? Credit goes to the Giants. They played well.
Eli's performance was unbelievable, being he's only fourth year in the league. You know, living in Peyton's shadow, no more.
From the Super Bowl to Super Tuesday, there's another big contest coming up tomorrow. And Oprah Winfrey, Caroline Kennedy, and Maria Shriver were all campaigning in Los Angeles for Barack Obama on Sunday. A recent poll shows Obama and Hillary Clinton neck and neck in California, even though Obama lags well behind with women.
And every part of me believes in the empowerment of women, but the truth is I'm a free woman.
With race and gender continuing to take center stage in the battle for the Democratic nomination, Barack Obama deployed a star-powered team of women to California, Super Tuesday's biggest prize.
I have never had a candidate who inspires me the way people say that my father inspired them. But I do now. And that candidate is Barack Obama.
Recent polls in the Golden State show Obama has closed the gap considerably against his chief rival, Hillary Clinton, with the pair now locked at a statistical dead heat. But he still lags well behind when it comes to women, who are expected to make up about 55% of Democratic primary voters. Sunday, he picked up the endorsement of Maria Shriver, the niece of JFK and the wife of California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger recently threw his muscle behind Republican frontrunner John McCain.
We're at the epicenter of change. We can lead.
Obama himself was at the opposite end of the country, speaking to a crowd of roughly 20,000 people in Delaware. And much of the rest of the country also saw Obama during the Super Bowl. His campaign chose to run advertisements in 24 states holding primaries this month. Brian Thomas, The Associated Press.
Now time for the IPN Tech Check. Welcome to the digital age. President Bush, for the first time ever, a U.S. budget has been submitted on a laptop. President Bush said his $3.1 trillion budget plan will keep the U.S. economy growing and protect the U.S. military. The budget was submitted on a laptop, making it the first e-budget, as Bush calls it.
Submitted the budget today to Congress. It's on a laptop notebook, an e-budget. Saves paper, saves trees, saves money. I think it's the first budget submitted electronically. And it's a good budget. It's a budget that achieves some important objectives. One, it understands our top priorities to defend our country, so we fund our military, as well as fund the Homeland Security. Secondly, budget keeps our economy growing. It's essential that we make sure that we deal with the uncertainties, the economic uncertainties we face.
It saves trees. On to more grisly news now. A 15-year-old boy who wasn't getting along with his father was charged with murder Sunday in the deaths of his parents and two younger brothers who were shot in their sleep at their home in a Baltimore suburb.
Police near Baltimore have charged a 15-year-old boy with killing his parents and his 2 younger brothers. They say 15-year-old Nicholas Browning shot them as they slept Friday night using his father's handgun. Police say the teen then spent the rest of the night and Saturday day with his friends. When Browning's friends took him home, he told them his father was dead, then called 911. Police say he wasn't getting along with his parents. Browning's father, John, was an accomplished lawyer.
They're very involved with their children, and no, you would not expect this.
Browning was ordered held Sunday without bail, but is scheduled for a bail review hearing Monday. Matt Friedman, The Associated Press.
And following up on the Natalie Holloway case, which IPN has been following the last couple of months, hidden camera footage broadcast by a crime reporter shows Johan Vandersloot saying that he did it. He says he was with Natalie Holloway when she appeared to die on a beach in Aruba in May 2005. The former suspect says he called a friend who then dumped her body at sea.
Hidden camera footage, which aired on Dutch television Sunday, shows Joran Vandersloot, a former suspect in the Natalie Holloway case, saying some very shocking things. In the video, Vandersloot says he was on an Aruban beach with Holloway when she died back in 2005. He says the Alabama teen was drunk and stopped moving. Vandersloot goes on to say he tried to revive her but was unsuccessful, and that's when he called a friend for help. That friend allegedly came with a boat and threw Holloway's body into the ocean. Those comments came in a series of conversations between Vandersloot and a man believed to be his friend. A Dutch TV crime reporter says he paid Vandersloot's friend for help with getting the confession. Last week, Vandersloot said he was lying in those recorded conversations and that he never completely trusted the man he was talking to in the video. Natalie Holloway was reported missing just before she was to return home from a high school graduation trip. There have been no signs of the Alabama teen since May of 2005. Carlotta Bradley, The Associated Press.
In world news now, Kenya's opposition leader on Sunday called for international peacekeepers to help restore calm. The presidential election gathered frightening momentum.
The government and the police have turned this country into killing fields.
Kenya's opposition leader is asking the African Union to send peacekeepers to help control the recent violence. Western Kenya has been the center of deadly fighting for more than a month. Clashes have left more than 800 people dead and forced 300,000 from their homes. It all started in December after the disputed re-election of President Mwai Kibaki. Since then, fighting has been divided along ethnic lines. Decades-old grudges about land and resources have become the source. On Sunday, gangs with machetes and arrows were facing off in this western town. The fighting left smoke billowing into the sky from burning houses. Former United Nations Secretary General Kofi Annan has brokered a deal between Kibaki and opposition leader Raila Odinga. Annan says he hopes the plan will end the immediate crisis within 2 weeks. Meanwhile, those running from the violence have poured into this camp for the internally displaced. Officials say some are returning to their homes, but there's no word yet on exactly how many were leaving.
They requested that they be taken back to their Lulo home to take their family, and then they can come back to their places of work.
Kenya. Meanwhile, Pope Benedict XVI says he's hopeful intervention will bring an end to Kenya's violence. The pontiff urged pilgrims in St. Peter's Square to join in prayers with Kenyans for reconciliation, justice, and peace.